In talking about symmetry so far, we've concentrated on symmetry elements. We looked at a particular structure of a molecule and tried to see whether it had any of the 5 symmetry elements. Of course, it would have the identity element, E, and then determining whether it has a center of inversion, a rotational axis, a reflection plane, or some sort of reflection-rotation combination for what's called improper rotation. Here we're going to introduce the idea that, in fact, these symmetry elements that form part of a symmetry group, they can actually be represented as operators. All right, so remember the identity symmetry element. We're going to convert that into an operator, put a little hat over it. So the identity means don't do anything. Well, if we operate on something like a molecule or a function or whatever it is, if we operate it with the identity element, all we're doing is essentially multiplying by 1, or we're telling don't do anything, don't rotate, don't reflect, don't do anything, just let it sit there. So that's the symmetry operation associated with the symmetry element identity. Similarly, we have a symmetry element, a CN rotation axis. We're going to change that into an operation, put a little hat over it, and this operation, operating on something, will mean rotate clockwise through a 360 over n degrees. For example, we have a C2 rotation axis. Our C2 rotation operator will rotate a structure about 180 degrees, about an axis 180 degrees. The reflection plane, all right, so that's a symmetry element. The operator will mean go ahead and reflect through a symmetry, through a reflection plane. That's symmetry operator. So you have say a water molecule, and you define a plane of symmetry. When you operate with the symmetry reflection operator, you will reflect that water molecule through that plane of symmetry. Same way with the inversion, that point. This means take the molecule and put all the atoms through the center of inversion. And finally, the same way with the improper rotation, denoted by the symbol S, S sub n. We operate with the improper rotation operator. That means take whatever molecule we have or whatever structure we have, rotate it through 360 divided by n, and then reflect perpendicular to that rotational axis, or reflect in a plane that is perpendicular to that rotational axis. All right, so the idea now is, oh yeah, we have symmetry elements, we know what those are. Now we're just going to make operators which correspond to doing something to a molecule or a structure.